Labour MP Mike Tapp has raged at Nigel Farage, branding him a rich bloke masquerading as a working-class hero. He spoke on GB News after the Reform leader unveiled a tranche of policies like scrapping the two-child benefit cap and reversing the winter fuel payment cuts. During a press conference in central London, the Reform UK leader said his measures were aimed at British families. Speaking on GB News, Tapp lashed out at Farage, claiming his announcements were cynical and lacked economic credibility. "What I've seen is a cynical attempt to be all things to everybody, and the fact is here, from what I can see, is Nigel Farage has been listening far too much to Liz Truss, and there's a real risk of the economy crashing should Nigel Farage have his way in the future. We are already having to fix the mess the Conservatives caused." What he said about Keir Starmer was quite underhand. He served the country as Director of Public Prosecutions. He put people in prison. Nigel Farage is another rich bloke masquerading as a working-class hero. He is using the flag to essentially act as a patriot when we all know that he's not. Tom Harwood put it to Tapp that Labour is thinking much less about the Conservatives and seem to be increasingly concerned about the threat of reform. "Within Parliament, the opposition is the Conservatives," Tapp responded. "But we don't ignore what happened at the local elections, and we don't ignore the polls. For me, what happened today is helpful for the Labour Party because it really shines a light on the working-class hero. He's masquerading and wrapping himself in the flag while actually blindfolding the public with it. This is irresponsible." Fantasy Economics by Nigel Farage. The Reform UK leader made the announcements during a press conference on Tuesday, where he also promised to raise the tax threshold to £20,000 a year. "Reform really is now the party of working people," Farage declared during the event. The tax threshold policy, which would mean people wouldn't start paying tax until they earn £20,000 annually, is one that Farage claimed is wildly popular with voters. Farage used the press conference to position his party in direct opposition to Labour, claiming that Sir Keir Starmer's party is terrified of reform and what it is doing to the Labour vote. He accused the Prime Minister of having no connection with working people or communities and daily veering off on policy positions. "It's clear to me that Starmer doesn't believe in anything," Farage said. The move to reinstate winter fuel payments comes as Starmer revealed last week he would look again at the axing of these payments for most pensioners following ongoing backlash. Reform sources indicated the policy announcements are an attempt to outflank Labour with its traditional working-class supporters. Farage outlined additional Reform UK policies including tax breaks for married couples and a promise to cut what he called excessive government costs. He pledged to scrap net zero environmental goals and end the use of asylum hotels.